Tom, today is a big day. We're making sweet and creative birthday dishes, and honestly, I feel like a child who just discovered sugar for the first time.
Oh, I can already tell this episode is going to be dangerous. Sugar plus creativity equals absolute chaos, and I love it.
Chaos improves flavor. That's my philosophy. And since it's for a birthday, I want everything to feel magical, surprising, and just a tiny bit ridiculous.
So, basically like you every morning before coffee?
Exactly. But today, instead of trying to wake myself up, I'm trying to wake up the menu. I was thinking we should create dishes that are both sweet and artistic. You know, desserts that look like they belong in a museum, but still taste like comfort.
A dessert museum. I would pay for that. Actually, I would live there.
First idea, a rainbow cloud parfait. Layers of fruit mousse in different colors, topped with fluffy whipped cream that looks like a cloud.
Wait. Does it actually float? Because if it doesn't float, I'm already disappointed.
No, Tom, gravity still exists, even for parfaits. But the trick is the texture. Airy, silky, soft. Kids will think it's magic. Adults will think it's therapy.
I like that. Sweet therapy. And what's next? I feel like you have a whole list prepared.
I actually do, a very long list. Next is chocolate forest minis. Tiny cupcake-sized desserts decorated to look like miniature forests. Dark chocolate base, matcha moss, little mushroom-shaped meringues.
Hold on. A tiny forest you can eat? That is the most environmentally friendly thing ever. I support it.
Plus, it looks adorable. Imagine handing someone a mini edible forest for their birthday. They'll either cry from happiness or immediately take a picture for Instagram.
Probably both. Then they'll eat it and cry again because it's gone.
And that's how you create emotional desserts.
You should trademark that phrase.
Done. Now, another one. Fruit confetti spring rolls. Transparent rice paper rolls filled with colorful fruits cut into tiny cubes. Mango, kiwi, strawberry, dragon fruit. When you roll them up, they look like stained glass.
Oh, wow. So healthy. Are you okay? Do you feel sick? Should I call someone?
Tom, not everything has to be chocolate.
Yes, it does.
But listen, the beauty of these rolls is the contrast. They look almost too pretty to eat. You slice them, and inside, boom, confetti of colors. And you serve them with a sweet yogurt dip.
That does sound fancy. Like something that makes people say, ooh, in slow motion.
Exactly what I want at a birthday. People making surprise noises.
Speaking of surprises, do we have something dramatic? Like something that explodes? Not dangerously, just dessert explosion.
We do. The volcano cake. Little molten lava cakes, but with a twist. When you cut into them, bright raspberry sauce flows out like lava.
Finally, a dessert with a special effect.
And we dust the top with edible gold to make it look like a treasure volcano.
A volcano that produces gold, that's the kind of economy I support.
And here's the best part. You can serve it warm next to a scoop of cold vanilla ice cream. When the hot raspberry lava meets the cold ice cream, people lose their minds.
That combination should be illegal, but I'm glad it's not.
We're basically creating a birthday theme around edible surprises. Some dishes are cute, some artistic, some dramatic.
And some dangerous.
Stop calling them dangerous.
Anything that emotionally manipulates me is dangerous.
Then all desserts are dangerous to you?
Yes, and I accept that.
Okay, next idea, and this one is very special. Memory cookies. You bake simple vanilla cookies, but the twist is that inside each one, you hide a tiny edible film with a printed birthday message.
Like fortune cookie's artistic cousin?
Yes, a gentle, poetic cousin. You can print memories, inside jokes, wishes, affirmations. When people break the cookie open, they get a message.
That is so wholesome. I'm not emotionally prepared for that level of sweetness.
You'll survive. But it's important. The birthday isn't just eating sweets. It's sharing emotions, moments, memories.
You're right. Food is storytelling.
Speaking of storytelling, our centerpiece, the birthday galaxy tart.
That sounds illegal already.
It's a chocolate tart with a glossy mirror glaze on top, painted to look like outer space. Swirls of blue, purple, black, white stars flicked across the surface. And inside, layers of chocolate ganache, berry compote, and almond cream.
A galaxy you can eat. Humans finally did it.
And when you cut into it, each slice looks like a tiny universe, perfect for photos.
I can already imagine people holding their forks dramatically like, I'm eating a star.
Exactly the reaction I want.
So far, this birthday party sounds like the Olympics of desserts.
It is. And we're not done. We haven't even talked about drinks.
Oh no. Sweet drinks too?
Of course. Sparkling candy lemonade. Lemonade poured over crushed ice, topped with cotton candy that melts into the drink slowly.
That's sorcery.
And then there's birthday milkshake towers. Thick shakes with whipped cream, sprinkles, and a tiny cupcake on top.
A milkshake with a cupcake on top. That's dessert stacking, very advanced.
All for the joy. Birthday should feel excessive.
You know what I like about these ideas? They're sweet, they're fun, and they actually teach something, like texture contrast, color theory, presentation, flavor balance.
Exactly. Dessert making is art. You mix creativity with technique. You think about color, structure, temperature, mood.
And emotion. Always emotion with you.
Dessert without emotion is just sugar. Dessert with emotion is celebration.
I need that printed on a t-shirt.
We should add one more creative dish before finishing this part. The birthday painter's palette.
I love the name already.
A plate shaped like an artist's palette with 6 little circles. Each circle contains a different flavored cream: raspberry, mango, chocolate, matcha, blueberry, and caramel. And next to it, edible cookie brushes. Guests dip the brush into the creams and paint their own mini dessert on a little biscuit canvas.
So the guests become the chefs?
Yes! Everyone creates their own sweet masterpiece.
That is brilliant. Interactive dessert art.
And it keeps people entertained, especially kids.
I'm convinced this birthday menu is not food, it's a performance.
Good. That's exactly how I want people to feel.
Anna, after everything we planned in part 1, I feel like I need a nap, a therapist, and maybe a treadmill.
Good. That means the menu is working exactly as it should.
But I have one question, just one. Why does everything you invent feel like something from a fairy tale?
Because a birthday should feel like a fairy tale. People spend so much time being stressed, tired, and sensible. A birthday is the one day when reality is allowed to be whimsical.
That's actually very deep. Dessert philosophy strikes again.
Naturally. Now, let's continue building the birthday menu. I have more ideas.
Of course you do. I'm scared, but curious. What's next?
Caramel bubble balloons.
What?
Little spheres made of thin sugar caramel, blown like bubbles. Inside each one, a tiny spoonful of flavored mousse. When you crack the balloon, it pops gently and releases the aroma.
So it's dessert ASMR?
Exactly. Sound plus smell plus taste. A full sensory experience.
That is so extra. I adore it.
If we're going to celebrate, why not make dessert dramatic? Besides, it teaches a real culinary principle: temperature control. Sugar becomes glassy and fragile only at a certain heat.
And here I thought culinary school was just chopping onions until you cry.
That too, but sugar work is another universe.
Okay, what else do you have? Maybe something that won't shatter in my hand and make me question my motor skills?
Sure, let's go wholesome. Banana boats with chocolate rivers.
That sounds safe. And delicious.
You cut bananas lengthwise, fill the center with chocolate drops, marshmallows, strawberries, nuts, whatever you want. Then you bake them just a little until everything melts inside, like a tiny chocolate river.
Oh, wow. A warm fruit dessert. Comfort food activated.
Yes, and it's super easy, which is important. Not every birthday dish needs to be a masterpiece. Some just need to make people smile.
So true. Sometimes the simplest things taste the best.
Exactly. Okay, next dish. Frozen yogurt cones with artistic toppings.
Artistic how?
You swirl frozen yogurt into waffle cones and then decorate them with edible flowers, honey drizzle, nuts, dried berries, even tiny candy stars. They look like floral bouquets.
Ice cream bouquets. Humanity has peaked.
And it teaches kids color harmony, how vibrant shades balance with neutral tones.
I love that you turned dessert into an art lesson.
Dessert is art and science and joy and chaos.
And sugar.
Mostly sugar, yes.
All right, do we have anything birthday traditional? Like something people expect, just with a twist?
Absolutely. A birthday must have cupcakes, but ours are special. Surprise center cupcakes.
Let me guess, the center explodes?
No, it reveals. When you bite into the cupcake, you find a filling. Chocolate cream, lemon curd, raspberry jam, or even a tiny piece of soft caramel.
So it's a mystery cupcake.
That's genius. People love surprises.
And psychologically, it triggers anticipation and dopamine. Food plus mystery equals happiness spike.
You sound like an edible psychologist.
That might be my dream job. Okay, what about drinks? You gave us candy lemonade in part 1, but we need something else, something elegant.
I agree. So, I propose Moonlight Birthday Punch.
Already obsessed. Continue.
It's a sparkling punch made of pear juice, white grape juice, mint, and lemon. But the magic comes from the floating ice cubes. Inside each one, we freeze edible flowers.
So as the ice melts, flowers appear?
Exactly. Like tiny surprises rising to the surface. Beautiful and calming.
That drink that changes over time. That's very poetic.
Food should feel alive, even if it's dessert.
You're gonna make me start journaling about cupcakes.
Good. Everybody needs a spiritual connection with dessert.
Okay, last question before we continue. Is there going to be a main birthday cake?
Oh, yes. The main event. The showstopper. The dessert opera.
I'm ready. Tell me everything.
We're making the sweet carousel cake.
A carousel? Like horses and everything?
Exactly. A tall layered cake covered with smooth fondant. Around the sides, we place edible carousel horses made of white chocolate. At the top, a rotating decorative piece powered by a tiny music box mechanism.
You're telling me the cake actually spins?
Yes! Slowly, gracefully. And when it turns, it plays soft birthday music.
This is not a cake. This is architecture.
Correct! But inside, it's still cake. Layers of vanilla, strawberry, and cream cheese frosting. Classic flavor, magical presentation.
Kids will scream, adults will scream louder.
And that's the point. A birthday cake should bring out the inner child.
You know what? All these desserts, they teach something deeper.
Oh, what do you think they teach?
I think that celebration is not about quantity or even sweetness. It's about creating moments. Every dish you describe, the galaxy tart, edible forests, sugar balloons, the carousel cake, they're tools for connection.
Exactly. Food makes people pause, look, laugh, share. That's the real magic.
And I think people forget that. They rush birthdays, like, hey, cake, candles, done. But when you make something special, something creative, time slows down.
Because creativity engages the heart, and sweet dishes, they soften the soul.
I love that. I want to live like that.
Maybe every week should have a mini birthday.
I agree completely.
You know, I think this episode turned into something more than a cooking discussion. It became a reminder to enjoy beauty, color, and sweetness in life.
That might be the best birthday message of all.
Then we did our job.
And the listener? Well, maybe tonight they'll make something sweet, something silly, something beautiful.
And maybe they'll share it with someone they love.
That's the true celebration.
Happy early birthday to life itself.
And to creativity.
And to sugar.
Always sugar.